You may recognize this photo of Howard University students in Washington, D.C. that went viral during the unrest in Ferguson, Missouri a couple of months ago. It shows the students in the hands up, don't shoot pose that has become the symbol of protest after Michael Brown was shot and killed by a police officer in the St. Louis suburb. That photo was organized by a West Michigan native who has now taken the issue even further, all the way to Congress, in fact, in hopes of placing police body cameras front and center in the fight for transparency. 24-hour News 8's Mark Thompson has our report tonight.
With over 40,000 retweets on Twitter, the Howard University Hands Up, Don't Shoot photo went viral on the internet. The photo was organized by Howard senior and Lowell High School grad Leighton Wastson. Wastson is student body president at Howard and crafted the shot to draw awareness to the police shooting of unarmed teenager Michael Brown in Ferguson, Missouri.
The picture showed A, we stayed in solidarity, but B, it could have been any one of us.
The success of the photo thrust Wastson into the spotlight, organizing vigils in D.C., taking a student trip to Ferguson, and appearing on national news outlets like CNN to speak on the larger issue of police transparency. And he believes that body cameras on police uniforms that record their interactions for all to see is a solution for change.
And oftentimes that shows a contrasting narrative between what the officer is saying and what the individual who's been persecuted, killed, shot is saying. And a lot of times it's proving that that individual who nobody gave them credibility is actually right.
Taking actions beyond words and straight to Congress, Wastson is now working with staffers at Missouri Senator McCaskill's office in crafting legislation for police body cameras.
So the idea is before any police department gets federal funding, whether it be from the Department of Justice, Homeland Security, Pentagon, etc., they'd have to implement this police body camera.
Several West Michigan police departments have already adopted the use of uniform cameras in recent months, saying that it protects the integrity of both officers and the public, but not Grand Rapids Police. In a recent interview with 24-hour News 8, GRPD Chief David Rahinsky expressed his reservations.
I have concerns more that people who have issues in their neighborhood and may want to share some of those concerns will be reluctant to do so.
The son of a former police officer himself, Wastson views the issue through a different lens.
As far as accountability on both the citizens and the police department's end, and increases accountability across the board.
In Grand Rapids, Mark Thompson, 24-hour News 8.
Wastson tells us that he hopes to see more progress on the proposal now that the elections are over. He says he already has support from the White House, but would like the legislation to be bipartisan. We should hear any day now from the grand jury as to whether or not the officer who shot Michael Brown will face charges.